Hi friends, how are you? It's me, Justo, with Buildworth Strategies. I just first wanted to go ahead and congratulate you for giving us the opportunity to work for you, for taking that next step to having healthy credit, and obviously just believing in our services and giving us that opportunity. So that's first things first. This video, basically, I'm creating it for the purposes of just reiterating a couple things that you might have already or you might already know, the account executive might have already highlighted, but I just wanted to go ahead and just make sure that I give you guys a couple of tips, which is what I call them tips to success, and a few things with that is the following. As you already know, we do have a three-phase process, right? So the first phase of the program is the restoring part, which means that what we're going to try to do is we're going to try to help you by using rules and regulations that protect all of us, including us here as well, that the creditors and the bureaus have to abide by these rules and regulations. As a matter of fact, there's a total of 9 different acts that have been passed that protect you and I as a consumer. So we're going to exercise as many as possible. We're going to do a compelling dispute to try to resolve, try to delete the late payments, try to remove the collections, because that's 35% of your overall credit score. It's the biggest portion that builds credit. Now, we obviously know that it's not only about disputing. This is why we have a second phase where we help you guys to rebuild new lines of credits, and that's if it's necessary. So for you guys out there that maybe don't have any credit cards, it's imperative to establish one as soon as possible. So most likely the account executive probably told you, yeah, they probably spoke to you about an Open Sky or about a Capital Bank credit card. It's actually a bank here in Coral Gables. It's a credit card that does not require a credit check, which is fantastic, right? That credit card's going to give you a boost, 35, 45 points. Do it as soon as possible. If you already have a credit card, consult with your account executive. Maybe you're probably eligible for one that's a partially secured. Maybe you don't have to put $200. So as a matter of fact, Capital One has one, which is a partially secured credit card, either $49.99 or $200. Again, depending on where your scores are at, I always encourage people to have a minimum of 3 to 4 credit cards, because what's going to separate you from having good credit to excellent credit is going to be determined by limits versus balances on your credit cards eventually, because we do want to get to the point that we don't have anything negative, but how are you going to continue? So another suggestion or encouragement that I could give you guys is, if you have someone, maybe your uncle, your cousin, your mom, your dad, someone who has a good account, a credit card, I mean, and that credit card has never had a late payment, it has a really good limit, see if they could put you as an authorized user. Because if they do that, you're going to go ahead and take advantage not only of the 30%, but also 15%, which is based on history. So if they've had an account for 6, 7 years, 10 years, that's beautiful, because now you're going to take advantage of that 30% plus that 15, that 45. So you see, credit, it's a combination of things. It's not only about disputing. This is why we have to move in different phases. This is why we need your cooperation. Again, it's what I tell my clients. You know, we have to work as a partnership, right? You have to do your part. We're going to do ours. Again, we're here to obviously assist you through this process. And the last phase is obviously the education. One thing I wanted to also go ahead and add, keep in mind that we have a proprietary platform, a system where we're going to give you access to. This is where you're going to be able to gauge to see exactly what's happening with your credit profile. Again, if you're probably watching this video, most likely you're already enrolled into our platform. Most likely you are already gave the documents that your account executive needed. Quick check right here. We're talking about the service agreement needs to be filled out. You also need to go ahead and fill out you also need to go ahead and turn in your driver's license or a state ID. We also need 2 address verification documents and a copy of your social. Those are important documents that are needed in order for us to send that via certified mail to the bureaus. So besides that, another important thing for you guys to know, and I want to highly encourage for you guys to go ahead and keep, is the credit monitoring. Credit monitoring is imperative. Anybody who wants to have healthy credit knows that they need some sort of tool to be able to gauge progress. And that's what your Privacy Guard or your Credit Check Total or Credit Sesame or one of those credit monitoring providers do. They actually provide information that we're going to use. Our account executives already used to do the evaluation. So our processors are also going to go ahead and need this to offer you a reevaluation as well. We go ahead after the first 30 business days, which obviously is 45 calendar days if you want to put it like that, because the agencies need 30 business days. So in a month like December that runs with, you know, holidays and weekends, it might extend up to 45 days. But keep in mind, you're the one that's going to receive this correspondence. So once you receive anything from Equifax, from TransUnion, Experian, from a collection agency, from any of the creditors, send that information over to us right away. We need that, because we're going to use that plus your credit monitoring, and we're going to go ahead and do a reevaluation next time around, and we're going to give you the results. We're going to tell you the next steps. So keep that in mind. Keep your credit monitoring active. Go ahead, and if you have any questions, feel free to contact our office. I'm going to put the phone number on the screen. It's the 855-532-8453. I'm also going to include the fax number, the 1-855-662-8453. And again, thank you so much for giving us the opportunity. Thank you so much for trusting us, and stay positive. Credit is a process. Be patient and persistent. Do what you need to do on your end. And again, we're here to help. Thank you so much. Justo with Buildworth Strategies.